What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Game Channel. I'm AJ Gels. How y'all doing? We are back with God of War. Oh, cool. The checkpoint really wasn't that bad. I was expecting a worse checkpoint. Oh, crap. There we go. Yeah, I'm screwed. This looks like this is about it for your dear old paw. No. Oh, I just got the crap kicked out of me. God, I feel like I should be playing. I just got done playing some Beyond Two Souls, and I really wish I wasn't like the way that I am. I just cannot take things seriously right now. Now, I mean, it's good if you enjoy my stuff for me just goofing around and being funny, but or excuse me, let me preface that with what I believe is funny. Come on, get out of there! Get out of there! Oh! Here comes the punching!
That was tough.
Do we win?
Where do you think it's taking us next?
I do not know.
Oh no! We're back in hell?
Oh dear, here they come.
I'm not as worried about these guys as I was fighting the dark elves. Come on, who's next?
Muspelheim. This won't be good.
Yeah, probably don't want to be using my fire blades. Oh, where's my axe?
Ogre and troll at the same time. Sure, that's fair. Watch out, brother! Need more time.
Let's just be honest. This game, it's not just this game. A lot of games that use this model of gameplay with all these different enemies really kind of follow the same.
Sorry, not ready. I'm ready.
All kind of follow the same same pattern after a while, which is just we're gonna just continuously chuck just enemies at you. You know, it's when the kid kind of said, "Oh, a troll and a troll and an ogre at the same time." Well, I mean, really, all these games are. They just throw the different monsters at you, just in different variations and in different groupings. That's not just this game. I mean, all of these kind of games do this.
You stopped. I think it's over.
Aye. But where are we?
Look! We're back in Midgard. There's the bridge. We did it. The tower's back where it belongs.
Now Tyr's travel room can take us to Jotunheim.
How did Tyr do this?
Odin suspected the giants secretly possessed some remnant of primordial Jotnar creative essence, the stuff all realms were made of. The Unity Stone must have been fashioned from that essence. To trust an outsider with it, even Tyr, tells you just how desperate they were.
And look! Now we can finally light all the braziers and see what happens. Another name. Gloindor.
Another Valkyrie. That's no coincidence. But who'd have etched them on Tyr's braziers?
I'm debating. Do I want to go? Screw this. I'll cut around and we'll go light these braziers.
Mimir, why did you say Tyr felt responsible for what Odin did to the giants?
There was an incident shortly after the forging of Mjolnir, when Tyr arranged a diplomatic meeting between Odin and the giant kings. Well, this was when the Long War was young, when victory was still a thing dreamed of, and the Jotnar might have tipped the balance between Aesir and Vanir. Odin had persuaded Tyr that the hammer was merely a deterrent, a means to broker peace from a position of strength. Tyr was hopeful to convince all parties they would prosper best through peace. He knew the giants were deeply concerned about the hammer, a super weapon in hands they did not trust. But they trusted Tyr. Tyr always believed the best in people, and taking Odin at his word in his desire for peace, he brought the Raven King to Jotunheim. From there, things unraveled quickly. The giants anticipated Odin's trickery and exposed his true agenda to spy and steal their secret wisdom. With magics, they expelled Odin from their realm and cursed him never to return. Frustrated, Odin visited his fury upon the giants of Midgard. And we'll pick this up later.
So what happened after Odin was cast out of Jotunheim?
Thor unleashed Mjolnir's might upon any giant he could find. None could stand against the tide of slaughter that followed. And at last, it seems, with Tyr's aid, they retreated. The tower disappeared, no giants could be found in Midgard, and no man nor god has set foot in Jotunheim since.
Another name. Air!
It's as if they've been made into a memorial to the Valkyries.
Another name. Ulrich.
Someone who loved the Valkyries enough to do this? I wonder, perhaps the Queen?
Come here. Why did you work for Odin if he's so horrible?
It's my career! And if you mean to make your career as a counsellor to kings, you can't very well rule out petty maniacs. Available positions are scarce enough. My first master was a cruel piece of work as well, but I learned through him the enduring power of wit, which served me well with kings and gods alike. I couldn't have been much older than you when I started. A fairy king's errand boy and unofficial jester. By night, my mates and I had the run of the forest. Good fellows they called us, knavish sprites to the last. We'd get up to all manner of mischief, making fools of the local mortals. But as long as our lord was kept amused, we were spared the consequences. Oh. Then one day he was not amused, and I saw fit to move on. Thankfully, the ages and roads travelled since then have turned me from that merry wanderer into the paragon of virtue you see before you today.
Another name. Gunnar.
Why the arcane runes? Perhaps we're meant to find something in Muspelheim and Niflheim.
Another name. Hildur.
Why the arcane runes? Perhaps we're meant to find something in Muspelheim and Niflheim.
Amir, how'd you come to be in these lands?
Lad, there comes a time in every man's life when he changes his name and heads north to make a new start. If you live long enough to do this many times over, you might end up as far north as this place. By the time I arrived, I already knew Odin by his reputation, and so I set to demonstrate my worth by coming to him with something I knew he'd value. A mystic well of knowledge. Or rather, I should say, a well of water laced with enough mystic mushrooms to make a god see visions. Oh, he was rightly impressed. Can't say for sure what he saw that led him to try gouging out his own eyes, but I managed to restrain him before he finished the job. Then I persuaded him it has been his sacrifice made for an even higher form of sight to be bestowed. Blah, de blah, de blah, de blah. I used to think he never caught on, but the day he took my eye, I realised he had never been fooled. He knew I'd outwitted him, called the lesson wisdom, and hired me to make sure from then on I was on his side. And for a long, long time I truly was. Doesn't mean he didn't hold a grudge.
Mimir, I still don't get why you ever wanted to work for Odin.
Back then I was young enough to still be ambitious. The Aesir gods were as powerful a force as I'd come across, but they clearly lacked for strategy, focus, and sage counsel. All this could I faithfully provide. And so, a stranger from a far-off island found himself with Odin's ear, trusted as he trusted no one but himself. And with that kind of power, laddie, I must confess, there are perks.
Yeah, but he's Odin.
I never claimed to be perfect, laddie, only clever. And often too clever by half.
So what'd you do to get Odin so mad at you?
Well, for a long time my job was to enable Odin, and I was fucking excellent at it. Gradually, as I grew more to care about people and the world, my job became to contain him, to protect him from himself. By serving peace, I served his interests as well, that's the truth. But he saw it as disloyalty. No longer trusting my motives, but not wishing to part with my brain or tongue, he bound me to a tree and adopted a new pastime of casual torture.
Well, I'm glad we came along to cut off your head.
Aye, lad. Lucky break that was.
All right, guys. Well, I tried to get all those lanterns or those bracers, but I kind of ran into a little bit of a snag when I got to the Muspelheim Bridge. I can't figure out how to get up there, but I'll look it up sometime when I remember, and we'll see what that does.
Realm travel room's back up top.
We might have last-minute stuff we want to do before we leave. Who knows how long we'll be gone.
Fair enough.
That is a very good point. I'm not sure if that's a little wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We're approaching endgame, but I don't think it is, because I feel like we'd be.
I don't know what we'll find when we get to Jotunheim, but we must cover our tracks. Odin's ravens will tell him of the tower's restoration, and we mustn't let our efforts be to his benefit.
Very well.
Okay. Well, we're not going to Jotunheim just yet. Oh, wait, we literally cannot go to another realm right now. Well, that's fun. Okay, I have a feeling that it's not permanent. That, you know, we can eventually travel back to the other realms.
You fellas sure love to make a racket, don't you?
Well, then while we're here, let's talk to the dwarves.
Stone and hammer you've retrieved for us? Brock and I can construct the Dvegrathikar, Dwarven armor of legend.
We just need 3 more mythical ingredients before we set to hammering.
Which are...
Dunno. Armor's pure legend, and the details is fuzzier than a wolver's butthole.
What?
Expect us to find parts from a legend.
Oh, Motsognir, the dwarf king, found 2 of them. Everyone knows that. But when he went looking for the 3rd...
Poof! He vanished. Maybe he'll find some clues at his stronghold in Konunsgard.
And looky here, a Koningsgard entry stone. It's got your name on it. How fucking strange.
Thank you, Brock. Well, might as well. I'm not sure if these Valkyries that are popping up, if those are... Okay, no, I think those are ones that we still have to fight. Sorry, I was thinking. Before I travel there on foot, can I travel there via... this thing? Yes, we can.
Oh, man. The tower ate the Unity Stone, didn't it? I wanted to fly again.
Yes, that's a terrible pity.
I'm confused. I always heard that Baldur's mother was Frigg.
Aye, Frigg. Well, that's more of a pet name, you see. It means beloved, something Odin called Freya after they wed. Out of affection at first, or so I like to believe. As things turned sour, it became a way to manipulate the truth.
How so?
Odin didn't want Freya, a Vanir goddess, getting credit for anything in Asgard. So anything worthy she accomplished was attributed to Frigg.
Like being Baldur's mother.
That's right. Freya was Baldur's mother all along.
Okay. So that explains what a question I was having in the last video. Because in that video, my big question was, wait a minute, we saw something earlier in the game that said Baldur's mother was Frigg, but we found out in that scene that his mother was Freya, and I remember off the top, and I was also sitting there going, but wait, I also remember it being Freya, not Frigg. What the heck, game? And there we go. We have some lore that explains everything. I no longer have to lose my mind. Burning things. I shouldn't say that with such a relieved tone. That's gonna get some people people putting me on some sort of list.
Boy, over here.
Yes, sir.
Can you not call him by his name?
It says, "Glory to Motsignir, the Dwarf King. May his reign be long, prosperous, and filled with peace."
Yeah, you kind of got the point of that. I'll let you pause and read this if you'd like.
Greetings, and welcome to Konungsgard. I just want to make sure you're good and prepared before heading in any further. There's all manner of nastiness left over from the Mad Dwarf King's foul practices.
What kind of practices?
Oh, various sacrificing, dark enchantments, blood, magic, and so forth. Quite common among the older dwarves, unfortunately. Old habits are hard to break.
Thank you, Sindri.
Whoa.
Always so cheerful.
It's another dragon.
I see it, boy.
Chain. I hope we can find the binding shrines.
All I see is another giant snake. Oh, there he is. Why does he have a beak? I cannot stay focused for longer than 3 seconds today. Hey, buddy.
Ready yourself, boy.
I kept throwing my chain and dragging him towards me on accident. Oh. Well, that was really unpleasant. And peace, once again, has been restored. Blech, I stuttered. I've been recording for too long. Oh, I swung my axe and went. No, that's not gonna work. Oh, you.
If the Dwarf King captured more than one dragon, he must have needed them to create this legendary armor.
Interesting thought, lad. And it makes sense. Nearly everything about dragons is useful and contains power. Teeth, scales, even excrement.
Excrement?
Shit!
Dragon shit is powerful?
Aye, lad. Potently powerful.
The head is having fun with you.
Oh, I knew that.
Wait a minute. Did Kratos just laugh at a joke that didn't involve him murdering somebody? I knew there was another one, I just couldn't find him. There we go. Problem solved. You know, I keep realizing I'm not buying resurrection stones.
Well, that's one entry stone.
Hail to the king, baby. God, what the f... Whoever's throwing all that shit at me, I'm gonna find you and then I'm gonna do unpleasant things to you.
Almost ready.
Oh, it's so great. Okay.
Wolf!
What the hell was the point of that? Okay, so now we can run back this way. Oh, how fortuitous that it would land there. It's almost like it was programmed to do that.
Enemies ahead!
Come on. I just realized that that's the body of an ancient. And we have not fought it yet. Oh, God, I'm dumb. And I see what it's going to do. It's going to create a bridge, a light bridge, and then we run across it with the winds of hell connected to the blades, and yeah.
Whoa!
Well, keep them off my... Oh.
Watch out!
Hey, buddies. Why is that so cool?
Look out!
Oh, that's why this... Maybe it would help if I had the gemstone in the right spot. There we go.
Prepare yourself.
Oh, this is a... kind of a... You know, these guys feel like they should be enemies that are a lot harder to beat.
Okay, brother.
Granted, this one's kind of kicking the crap out of me, but... See, but I like to think the fact that it beat me, I like to blame that on the fact that I suck. But seriously though, I mean, those things really aren't that... Ancients aren't that hard to beat when you know how to beat them. Oh, you're kidding me. This is the checkpoint for that? Oh my god. Okay then. Well, that was this video is gonna be a really annoying thing to edit, and I really hope it's not too jarring, the fact that there's just like 90,000 just jump cuts. I cut out everything that didn't have to do with me lighting those braziers at the beginning, and some travel time, and that stuff that I right now just had to redo. Because Checkpoint God hates me.
Stone number 2. This place is even bigger than Vadergard.
Yes. The Dwarf King's reach appears vast.
Wonder what happened to him.
'Tis a great mystery, even amongst the sons of Ivaldi. Mozartnir's behaviour before his disappearance grew increasingly erratic. The Devegrath Eater, the very armour you find yourself searching for. Though he found 2, I'd wager his failure to find the 3rd ingredient drove him to madness.
Madness, I say. I'm gonna go pick up a resurrection stone.
And welcome to Conan's Guard.
Oh, we can actually upgrade one of our axe pommels. No, not the one I have equipped. Not interested. Blah, blah, blade pommel.
Those blades are fit for a god.
Ha!
So sharp.
There we go. Oh wait, the pommel that we just upgraded wasn't even the one that I had connected to my... What was I doing? What did I come here for originally? There we go.
You don't have to run off on my account.
Now we can die.
Look, it's another dragon.
I see it, boy.
Jade, I hope we can find the binding shrine.
We covered this already, dude.
This place is huge.
We'll save the dragon if we can. And by that, let's save the dragon. There we go. What is this, Dark Souls? I remember taking these guys out.
Nicely done.
Looks like it needs 3 entry stones.
I love how they still have juggling in this game. Like, you don't have to... And it's not that even hard to get them airborne and just juggle the enemies. Oh. Not a good moment to itch my hand. I know I've made this comparison a few times before, but I'm still getting such a Hellblade vibe out of this game. Now again, I mean, they are both Norse mythology. They're third-person action. I guess you'd say action adventure. I don't know. I'm not always the best with naming games genres. I'd call this one that, although I mean I technically call both of them hack and slash games because I think I have them listed under that when I add tags to my videos. What was I talking about? I started a sentence going in one direction and just either way. Like I said, I'm not the greatest when it comes to like giving genres to these games. But I mean, they're similar kind of weighty action games. You know, in this tight, over-the-shoulder, third-person camera.
We have no.
There are a few ways to find out, but they're rather messy.
Are these Dwarven?
We have no.
Are these Dwarven?
But they're rather messy.
Uh, I guess it doesn't matter.
Again, I started a sentence, and I have no idea where that sentence was going.
Right foot.
Oh, right. I keep comparing this game to Hellblade, which I still say is I think that's a
I'm not ready.
Watch your back!
And if I could get through a sentence without getting attacked by something. I've lost track of what I was trying to. Fuck you. Yeah, I've kind of lost my train of thought here. Basically, I'm trying to say these games remind me so much of each other. And there was a more eloquent point, but
A tough fight.
as I've mentioned, I sort of lost it in the bunch of guys we just had to fight.
Prepare yourself.
What, didn't I already destroy this one?
Atreus.
Oops. There we go. There you go, problem solved. Wasn't entirely sure if that would work either. Kind of a wild guess. Stay in the corner.
Watch out!
Boy,
Sir. Wonder who wrote this.
Oh, goody. I was hoping to save that rage, but seeing that... God, I hate these... Hey, have I mentioned that I hate fighting the Dark Elves? That was a wasted... Oh!
Coming! Almost ready! Bruno! Watch out!
That... Mother! God, I hate these things. Yes, I know I'm under-leveled, blah, 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 blah.
Almost did it!
And I guess my problem is I'm using the wrong weapon. Damn it! I always...
Father!
forget I always, whenever they do that move, I always forget that I can dodge the first one. I get hit on the
Brother, get up, brother.
mother of. Okay.
Have you considered attacking the watch?
Hang on!
Yeah, I know exactly what I did.
Let's go!
I already committed to the slam when he flew into the air.
Mimir, why did the dwarf thing want this armor so badly? What's so special about it?
There are many legends behind the Dve Grathita. A suspicious amount of legends, which makes confirming anything about this particular armor difficult. But the one constant among them is the ability of the armor to offer ultimate protection. A useful attribute for an unpopular king, you see.
This plagued land is all that remains of him. This is why you do not trust legends, boy.
Well, what can you trust?
Yourself, your eyes, your instincts. Blind trust in a legend is a gamble, and rarely does it pay off.
If you say so.
You know,
Yes, sir!
we're trying to help you. How about you give us less attitude?
Look up there!
There we go. We freed all the dragons. Well, now my... I was about to make a Dragonheart reference, and then I realized, am I the only one who'd remember that movie? Like, and I'm talking like the original, like the good one, where Sean Connery voiced the dragon. Great film. I think it got like 2 sequels, didn't it?
One open. Looks like we need 3. Here we go!
Oh. least I think Dragonheart got sequels.
The enemies are strong here. Keep your guard up.
Goals, favors, prove your valor. Okay, how come we can't enter?
We're in.
Oh, okay. I thought we planted that thing.
Huh. It's kind of run down in here.
What did you expect?
I don't know. Less ruin, I guess? Maybe the throne room's in better shape.
Here, boy. Another one.
Stargather. Wow. That's a lot of arms.
That's fair to say.
6, 7, 8? Could he shoot 4 bows at once?
More of a swordsman. He did only have the 2 eyes.
Looks like Thor cut him down to size.
It's what he does.
Do you hear that?
No. What do you hear, boy?
Crying. And screams. Large crowd of people.
Just old spirits, I suppose. Leftover
They're getting louder. They sound almost like...
Oh!
Hemlock!
They just get... Oh my god. When will I learn it's worth doubling back for the Resurrection Stone?
Do you hear that?
No. What do you hear, boy?
Crying. And screams. They're getting louder. They sound almost like... Hemlock!
Ah. And he's dead. I'll take deadly. And give the strength. I'll take the vitality ones. That's neat, but I like the Wrath of the Furies move that I have.
That was a lot of Hellwalkers. Hey, look at this. A blood trail.
There's a passage behind this throne.
A secret passage.
Well, wouldn't be a proper throne room without a secret passage.
Thank you, head.
Moldsignir. Huh. Interesting. I may want to write that down.
Not sure what we just find out, but alright.
The things you pulled from him. Those must be the three
I just don't feel like reading, so feel free. Pause and read as you would like.
talking about.
I can say with utmost certainty that I've never laid eye on a stranger set of objects in my life.
How are Brock and Sindri supposed to build with whatever they are?
Don't count the dwarves out, lad. They're right pricks, but they're resourceful. They once made an unbreakable chain out of little more than a cat's footstep and bird spit.
That doesn't even make sense.
Well, that's the legend. If you wanted sense, you shouldn't be talking to a severed head.
That's a fair point. Oh, now that's a neat move. Like, I like my Tartarus Rage, but oh, that is so becoming the new move. Our heavy runic attack. I only see 2 bells. The heck? With them both to restart. There's no point in... There we go. There's no point in rotating that one because the one of those is just sits there. And looks
I
like
wonder what this place looked like in better times.
Coningsgard was a beautiful land in its heyday, before the Dwarf King's obsession poisoned his mind.
How could he let that happen?
The dwarf blindly trusted in the legend and pursued it without thought to the consequences. This is the result.
Trust is a gamble. Like you said, and the Dwarf King lost.
Very good, kid. Very good. Alright, well, we're going to go see Brock and Sindri and call this one there. I just want to say thank you, everyone, so much for watching, as always. Follow me over on Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links, all that stuff is down in the description below. Please remember to like, comment. If you're not already, please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time, but until then, I'm AJ Gels, the See Our Game channel. I'm out.
Why is Odin so desperate to find a way into Jotunheim anyway?
He's convinced the giants hold the key to changing his fate when Ragnarok comes. They are the Aesir's oldest enemies, after all, and it's their army that's supposed to do him in the end. But more than that, he covets their gifts of prophecy. He wants to know what they know and see what they see. So much suffering could have been avoided if his insatiable curiosity was not so much stronger than his wisdom.
What do you mean?
Ah, remind me to tell you why they call him the Lord of the Hanged.
You boys look right beat.
They found the materials. But they're so weird. How do you build a piece of armor out of something so...
None ya.
Nanya?
None ya fucking business. Trade secret. We got our ways.
Oh.
Something else we can do for you?
Nah, just... glad you guys worked it out.
Ah. Well, I could say the same to you.
Ha!
I guess I was getting a bit full of myself.
Told him what he needed to hear, how's it sounds to me.
Just the same.